Stanley. My bitrate is really bad right now. I don't know if that's a forecast for things to come. Also, I might have to call off this stream for a couple hours so I can go make burgers and eat them. We'll just see how that tracks, how that pans out. Maybe. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom though. the wrong music for the season. It's been an entire season since I've streamed. So there's autumn music playing. Even though I should be playing spring music. Hang on. I'm choking on cookies. Where's the spring music? There it is. The valley comes alive. Babe, wake up. Pax is streaming. It's been a minute. Here's the spring music. I'll be right back. song is long. Ghost Synth is 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. The Valley Comes Alive is 4 minutes and 22 seconds long. I didn't realize that when I selected this. Anyway. Oxbury. I'm back, baby. Somewhat. I kind of just decided on a whim to play this. To buy it, and play it, and stream it. Sorry, there's dust on my keyboard. Hi, Gur the Robot. Sorry, I burped directly into the microphone. Gur, you were in my dream last night. I had a kind of... Vile isn't really the word for it, because that has unpleasant implications, but I just had just an unpleasant crossover dream about Invader Zim, Fairly Odd Parents, and Psychonauts. I just didn't enjoy it. There was like a beast. There was like a the alien from Alien type beast that was older than humanity itself, that was living in a pit. And Timmy Turner's dad was part robot spider. Oh boy, sounds like a soup. It sounds like a soup. Hi, everybody. Hang on, my dog wants to come back in. 1 second. Hi, back. Sorry. What did you eat? Please don't say baked beans. I'm begging you. I did not eat baked beans. I'm trying to... Oh, I know what I had. I had buttered noodles for dinner last night, but that doesn't really seem like the kind of meal that would induce fucked up dreams. That's just kind of like a basic bitch meal. That's like a depression meal. And we'll get into all that maybe later. Oh, but you know what? The thing that probably caused that dream to happen was, I woke up... I'm just laying it all out right now. I woke up at like 1 a.m. because my forearms were like viciously itchy. And I've never had that before. I felt like I had bugs crawling on me, even though I definitely did not. I checked. So yeah, that happened. And then I went back to bed, and then that dream happened. So I didn't enjoy any of that. I don't know why that happened. Maybe a ghost went into my body while I slept and caused some unpleasant things to happen. It's possible. Hi, guys. I think last time I streamed was in the middle of November. And then everything happened to me. I won't go completely into it, but there is a reason that I have not streamed in an entire season. First of all, it was like, you know, what do you call it? NaNoWriMo. But then everything else happened. But I'm back somewhat. I wanted to play Stanley Parable starting like last night. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dust off the stream. I'm gonna download Stanley Parable. I'm gonna play it. I know very little about this game, surprisingly. Like I know it's like meta. That's the one word descriptor that I have for this game. It's like a meta game. Not like a meta game, but like, you know, it's a game that is meta. And I feel like it's like a game about game development or like a story about storytelling, but that might just be me conflating Stanley Parable with the game that come after it, which is The Beginner's Guide. So other than that, I know dog shit and fuck all about this. It might be fun. It might be cool. I don't know if it's a game for streaming necessarily, because like there's like a narrator, right? So he talks a lot, and it might just be me like sitting in silence for various moments. But I think that's fine. I think that might be a good way to start streaming after having not streamed for several months straight. Yeah. I feel bad. Robin, my good friend Robin, was like, "Why did you tell me you were gonna play Stanley Parable? I would have been prepared if I had known." And I didn't I didn't know that they had feelings and opinions about this game. I think you can mute the narrator, but yeah, but that's like that's part of the experience, right? Like Stanley Parable, when I think Stanley Parable, I think the narrator. And you like you and the narrator, you like riff off each other. What I was gonna say something there and I lost the thought. That's fine, I guess. We can just start playing then. Yeah, I'm gonna open the game. I don't know if this game has like, it's like one of those games where it just like starts. It just starts right when it starts. So there might be some black screen for a moment while I try to begin this. So here comes the black screen. Don't be scared. You get it. It's very dark, but it'll be all right. I promise. Let's get this game open. Oh, it's performing first time setup. Take your time, Stanley. Stanley, calm down. Okay, yeah, we're getting vanity plates, etc. Let me capture this game. Game capture, window, Stanley. All right. Oh, look at that. That cursor is broken. Look at that. Alright, this is a little loud. Well, how's the volume for you guys, first of all? And that keeps happening. Why does that keep happening?
Yeah, so let's just
Do your videos,
so what's right? So what you say was
run in a window. It's loud? Okay. Loud, like the desktop audio is loud? Or I'm loud, or... Hang on, that looks okay.
You know, because I wanted to put him down here, but right.
Audio turned down. Game audio is loud, okay. Sound quality high, captioning, yes. Captions. Game audio is oh yeah, I already read that message. Like I said, it's been a while. Game is very loud, oh shit. Okay, I turned desktop down even more. How does it sound now? I guess I click buttons and stuff to see how it sounds. Click, click. How's all this? And I'm assuming this is a game that's it's fine played on mouse and keyboard. Like that's the ideal way. Achievements. Let's enable them. Saves. Oh, cool! I get an achievement for unlocking achievements. Saves. I mean, I guess I don't need saves. Like it auto saves, right? So I'll just like let it save when it auto saves. I like touching my cursor in the window. It's funny. It pleases me. I think it is fine, but we'll complain later if it's loud. Is this the new Stanley Parable? No. I didn't know there was a new one. Oh, is that what the deluxe version is? I thought that was like DLC or something. But is that like a sequel?
yeah. So let's just say.
Like I said, I know nothing about these games. It's a sequel. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I've never played. I never played the first one, so yeah, I'm just starting with the Stanley Parable. I guess I'm just gonna start then. Let's begin.
With that example you gave us, are you sweet?
End is never the end is never the end is loading never. Huh. Oh, he's taking his time. Never mind, he's not.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That's what I
Orders
do.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess that's me, right? What if I just do nothing? I assume I have control now, but I'm doing nothing. I wonder if the narrator will yell at me. That's an ending? Oh no, I don't want to end yet. Okay, I can crouch with control. Can I jump? I cannot jump, I don't think. I have a pencil sharpener though. Okay, I can click by clicking. Oh, but I should leave my office. Where you go out, then back in the office, step out, and then I re-enter. I hate Mondays. Oh, I closed my door.
But Stanley
Oops.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to
It's
do.
kind of creeping me out.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Don't come. There. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'll get out of here. Wait, hold on. My other dog now wants to enter the building. They're such drama queens. I back. I'm resuming the game. I can begin the game again? Huh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Have I played Superliminal? I played the demo and then I watched a full playthrough. So no, I haven't played it, but I definitely know.
No matter how
about
hard
it.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I want to siphon dew from this ficus. Oh, can I? Oh, I turned it off. I didn't mean to. Can I copy my butt on this printer?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I just like touching stuff, man. I like work like I like my. This is hard to read. I like work. I just hate my boss. Okay. Wait. Don't want to waste energy. We should turn off these computers. Awaiting input. Oh, cool. Can I input in a different way? I guess not. Username access as shit. For 16 or 15. All right, let's get down there. Let's get to the break room. I think that's where we're
When
going.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, did he now? Hey, 413, that's the Homestuck number. I feel like I should have gone through the right. Like, I did that as a joke, but like...
Yet there was not a single person here either.
How to dissolve...
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. This looks like Habbo Hotel. What is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Stripes. Requires more secondary research. Colored in segment. The stock market is somewhere in here. Profits. Graphs about things and money. Facts. Things. Happy feelings. Mike James, you're fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things? What do people want? Oh, this is a list of things that people want. Bi-quarterly post review. We need less reviews. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in the teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap? Teenagers. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. So throw something in the ideas bin. 10. Wait, 1. No more bins. Trash cans. 2. Renaming of the ideas bin. 3. Fucking firing of me. Work harder. Hard worker. I think this is a great place to work. Can I read this stuff? I'm supposed to go talking to my boss, but I want to look at all this stuff. Oh, there's more. Meeting room. Oh, God. Termination. We're broke Wednesdays. Financial panic meeting. Shut up. What to do about 432? Which one am I? I'm 437. Is that what number I am? I was like, I gotta remember that one, and then I forgot. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. I wish I could use my face to like erase some of this stuff. That'd be fun. Oh, there's more. Plant life, football, less air. Oh, spring break. Mitosis, a boat. Alright, oh, there's more. Synergize, core value expenditures, shift global market parad, monetize, free to play. Help, I'm a post-it. Alright, now I'm leaving. Oh, cool, broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
That's just what you want to believe, isn't it, Mr. Narrator?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I want to collect something. Maybe I can collect the monkey wrench? Or the normal.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all. But I'm interacting with you, narrator. So...
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
You are encouraging
Why?
this.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I spin in circles.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
People with ADHD can only make
Stanley
choices
was fat
out of
and
nothing.
ugly and really, really stupid. He
Hey!
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Not my problem. I'm not Stanley.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Tell someone I dare you.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Are you not human?
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer,
That would make
making
sense.
sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Okay.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright. What's up, everybody? It's Zap. I'm Zap's Pax's evil twin. She died at the keyboard, so I'm just gonna be taking her place from now on.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Yeah, I bet. I want a sandwich.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, but what's downstairs, though? Woo! Oh, it's red down here. Does someone sleep on this? It could be me. Fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yeah.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Not my problem.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
What if I go backwards?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Somebody spills
Stanley
coffee.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I should take this moment.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, hello? The Mariella Parable?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, God.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, Jesus.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
You just wait right there, Mr. Video Game. See, this is what I'm talking about with like I feel like I don't talk as much because the narrator is talking so much, and like I don't mind that. I don't feel compelled to speak at every occasion. I just know that it can kind of feel like dead air if I don't. But you're here. You can leave if you want. I want to point out. I wanted to point this out before, but this kind of stuff, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, in a good way. Like, something about this game is making my skin crawl. And, I hope it continues like that. What's the playtime of this game? Is there one? Is there an ending to this game? I mean, the loading screen says the end is never the end, so... maybe that is information that I will divine as I continue to play this. I'm back. I'm Stanley. Let's not die this time. There's multiple endings.
All
Okay.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There is no true ending. Okay. Cool. Turning off the computers. Oh, hey! Alright, so every run, I can increase the inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do 3 more, and then maybe something funny will happen with that computer. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nice try.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I literally am hungry. I'm thinking about making burgers today, like veggie burgers.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want to drink some of those cold drinks. Yeah.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I mean, I was kind of
Really
hoping there would be
worth
like a kitchen in here or something, but there's not. Keep dry.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What if I just stay here? Is this another ending if I just hold myself up in this lounge room forever?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, touche.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh, like that one? Yeah, but what's down here? What is... Ooh, ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm sorry, I like exploring, my good sir. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. See, it's stuff like that. It just like makes my skin crawl. I don't know why, it just does. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off is $5,000. How are you gonna get the fucking money if I'm dead?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Is it me? Does the narrator know my pronouns?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I was being facetious. I don't think it's actually me. I will get fined $5,000 if I jump off this right now, but maybe I should do that before I proceed any farther. Whoop!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, I'm... No, it's fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Stanley speedrun. I can't enter the broom closet again.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. I might sneeze. No, it's not happening. Fuck. Alright, I'm going. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss? Oh. What's that? Executive bathroom. I cannot go in it. This place is ritzy. Oh, cool. Sweet. Alright, so that one counts too. I was worried about that. Boss?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Yeah.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
2845.
2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
What are some other funny numbers?
If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
What if I type this again while he's not talking? Will he say something funny? Look, it says boob, Mr. Narrator.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5.
I wonder if no, it's just like more wall on the inside of that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Thank you. Oh, cool. What's all this? Like plus. Oh, I just got an achievement for you can't jump. I've been trying to jump this whole time. Oh, there's a lot back there. Wait, I'm scared. There's an elevator there. Okay, it's very dark back here. There's nothing. Let's go down. Where are we going? Cool.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Hold on, I have Discord messages. Oh, Levi says, please enjoy. Me at work, so please enjoy. Thank you, Levi. I am, in fact.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, elevator is broken. This is a one-way trip.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, huh. No, that's fine. I don't, okay. Well. Escape. Escape or mind control facility. Let's get mind controlled. I love it. Oh, it's like the thing from X-Men. Cerebro, I think. It's a button with a light bulb on it. Why Stanley not know how open door?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh shit, it is.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
There's camera? Okay, there's only a camera button. Employee observation protocol. I ate overnight oats and now my chest muscles are cramping up and I'm dying. Ow, ow, ow. How? How did overnight oats do that to you?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fired. Okay, so sorry. Does somebody remember what my number was? I know it ended with like a 7. It's like 237. Was that it? Fired.
This is amazing!
Oh, Jesus.
Paxcal Wooden Bear.
Every time. Thank you, Snowmancer. Jesus, you've been subscribed for 13 months. That's how long I've had affiliate. 4-something-7? Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Maybe it's 487. Anyway, I'm sure it doesn't matter. Thank you, Snowmancer.
This is amazing!
Yeah!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Something's gotta be done about
No.
this.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Let's fuck it up.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's do it, Stanley. How do I, there's a big red button here. I can't press it. Alright, let's see. This game is a trip. I'm seeing that already. And I've just started. 5. Mind controls idle. Awaiting input. What about, what's over there? Song console disabled. There's 1. 2. Hang on, I want to go upstairs. Ah. 4. Where's 3? I be lurking now. Good luck figuring out the secrets of life. Thank you, Snowmancer. Where's number 3? That's 4. Is that... which number is this one? 3. Wait. Shit. 01420001. Is there a 0 button? Well, let's go to 5 and press it anyway. 0521. 0 isn't a real number. Thanks, buddy. 5. Well, I pressed them in order, nothing happened. Okay, let's go in here then. Is there a 0 button in here? System power off.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Employee 432 asked 431 for a pencil. 431, as per procedure, did not respond. Printing e-stats. Okay. We've done it. We've put an end to it once and for all.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. Beat the game is the name of the achievement I just got. Nice. I beat the game. That was easy. I've only been going for an hour. Speedrun. "427 is my number. Let's see if I forget that again.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
Oh.
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
So this is like a roguelike. Every run is different. It's like 420 plus 7. Nice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go right this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You got that right, Mr. Narrator.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I wonder how many voice lines are in this game.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now, which way did I go last time? There was that way. Right, I went to the factory way. But then I jumped off the lift.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
Well.
years ago.
Only way to go now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
It's dark in here. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right,
This is an
now, I
apartment.
want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Now I know what you said. Now I know what you meant when you said mannequins. I don't want to.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Shit. I don't want to go with the mannequins, Mr. Narrator. I would rather not. Okay. Hi.
This is a very sad story about the death of
Oh,
a man named
shit.
Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press H on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Shit.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press H8 to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press 8 to prepare dinner. I'm all about it.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Jesus. Like, I don't have very much to say. Like, that's not a bad thing. I did just want to experience this game, but man, it's got me. It's got me. There's bonus ringing.
There's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
No problem. I can't. Shit. It won't let me. That's mean. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Away! Wasting electricity.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just did nothing? I bet there's some dialogue for this. I came to open doors and I did not proceed. Something backroomsy about this. Maybe that's just me. No, it doesn't seem like there's gonna be dialogue for this. Okay. I go left, huh? Let's just be completely obedient this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
I did actually forget.
And so the boss had assigned it, and Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
This is what you
That
want,
kind
right?
of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Calming New Age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I feel like our focus is different this time, since I'm just like I'm following the narrator exactly. But I don't know. Let's see.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Oh,
large
yeah.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
I never want to escape. Let's go escape. No, I did not.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Still on board with death?
Still on board with death. Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna get jump scared. I'm not looking. I refuse to see it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I guess that is what I'm doing, huh? What's this? There's a hole in the ground. It drops to hell, doesn't it? To hell! Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh,
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. I haven't played the deluxe version, so don't give me spoilers. Or I'll get you. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered through development. Through the core layout, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Yeah. The two doors. Oh wait, there's more. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. These are the two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, solitaire. I guess there's no input computer in this one. The Stanley Parable credits. David Reedon and William Pugh. Colin Eddings and Jack Parsons. Jesus Higuera, Robin Arnott. Eduardo Ortiz. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Hello, Kevin Brighting. You did a good job. Original musics. Huh. Artwork. Steam support. Huh. Aid using source by Val. 431 to 436. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Oh yeah, it's got it's got those on them. The office. But what's that way? I guess I'll go left first. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. This is a really interesting way to do a dev room. I like it. And like, is it even a dev room? Like, it is, but... Narrator emails. We asked people to send emails to the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these, we never found the perfect use for them. Here. Oh, yeah, we never found a perfect use for them. So they're not here. Oh wait, never mind. Here they are. Desert boot. Dear Strongbad, how do you type with boxing gloves on? Ben. What is the difference between a duck? Are you a rock? Business broker, please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Treat as important, not spam. I don't have any friends. Solitary. Okay, I think that was all of them. What's this? Phone. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. The cargo lift. Of jumping, or staying on or jumping to the to a different path. Oh, I can jump to a different path. Maybe I should try that. Cargo was actually stored. Is this gonna give me spoilers? Why is there a projector pointing at the window? Or I guess these are just props. Sending model. Only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. This is very few players, fuck me, realized what this is what they were supposed to do, which is frustrating for everyone. These are spoilers. God, there's just so much. Evolution of Stanley's office over time. Stanley. Huh. The office. I think I'm definitely going in circles, but have I seen everything? Nope. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. Broken rooms in the voice of the narrator, informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Okay. Sorry, I'm just sitting here in silence. You get it. Well, I guess I'm doing the escape ending, right? I think I've seen everything. I always enjoy your streams. Well, thank you, Girl the Robot. I appreciate it. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Time to escape.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm?
Oh.
No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
So if I keep at that, something's gonna change in here.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, that's the apartment ending. Let's go here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
There's an elevator here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
You don't know.
From here, it's, left.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, everybody makes
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You're messing with me.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
No problem. Let's go. That's a truck. Anyone in? Anyone in truck? Sorry, I went to the store to get yogurt and sunflowers. I'm back. That is a good combination of things to get at the store. Oh, we're here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
All right.
Okay, from the top.
Let's go, sir.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I gotta find that other computer. Yeah, no problem.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Oh, you're bungling it.
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
I didn't do anything.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Oh, so
It was
you
right
did?
here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. Oh, which way do I want to go? Can't go that way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's choose 5. Oh, this is very back roomsy.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, it's fine.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, I was getting somewhere. Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
To the meeting room. There's no doors here.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Don't be too hard on yourself, man. I know how it gets with stories. This is kind of a hero's journey type of thing, you know? Sometimes you gotta go all the way back around to where you started. Somebody spilled.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
It's blue in
the
here.
Story. Here it comes.
Here it comes.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. What's this, narrator?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I win.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
I feel great.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
All right. This...
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The Stanley Parable Adventure Line. 1 second, I have a message. Whoops. Oh, this is new. This door wasn't open before. Yeah, but what's that way now? I know that this is new, but...
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
There was an episode
Simply
of
by the
Community
act of
about this.
moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
Oh,
life itself?
shit.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
You're supposed to wall run up the line.
music. Go back and look at that fern.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah. Could you be quiet, please? Shh. Ferns are very important game assets. They add pizzazz, and also I read that as pizzas at first, and now I'm liking the idea of finding pizzas in ferns in video games. They're like power-ups. You have to rifle through all the ferns that you find, and each one has a chance of dropping pizzas for you. Well, I learned a lot about that fern. Da 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 dum da dum dum.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Not my problem. I'm just gonna follow the line. Dum da da dum da dum dum. Dum da da dum dum.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
We'll get it this time, narrator. Don't give up hope.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Where? I heard a door open. Oh, here we are.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Now, let me think. Okay, I got it. We're gonna go play Psychonauts. I love it. That was kind of Psychonauts if you think about it.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, I will ignore the line. I feel like this line kind of has like an attitude. I feel like this line is like a brat. Look at it. Look what it's doing. And now I finally get what people were talking about when they called that line at the beginning of Psychonauts 2 the adventure line. It's like, oh wow, it's the adventure line, because there's like a red line going all around the walls and whatnot. By adventure line.
Ah,
Circle
a
room.
choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, that way, sorry.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
I'm picking
so
up what you're
starting from the
pointing
right,
down.
let us ask, will
Wait,
taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Yes?
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Which way is right? That way? Yeah. A confusion ending.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Six.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this
Find a
goes?
bookstore.
It's all determined?
The narrator's gone.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, dude.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
As long as we're together,
So,
we'll be alright.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I made it to heaven. I just got hit by a car. I will press every fucking button in this place. So it is decided. Ah, shit, they're turning back on. Buttons. Is that what it's saying? I pressed enough buttons, so now I can press buttons forever. This is what you have to do before you get into heaven. Oh shit. This isn't heaven itself. This is the front gate of heaven. This is the final challenge. Bye. I went to heaven, but it's okay. It'll always be waiting for me. Now, where were we? Adventure
All
Lines?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oops. Yeah, we're good.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I can go in the potty. I'm gonna blast the potty. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Jesus. I cannot see myself in the mirror. Well, I cannot blast the potty. That's fine. Oh. Oh. Hey, what the hell? What the fuck? That is not a business strat. It is, though. I'm gonna teabag your magazines now. Adios. There's an elevator here. Give me all the panda cookies. I want cookies. I had one earlier. I like elevator music too. I realize that's unpopular, but I mean, come on. Get some like bossa nova. Is that the narrator? I think this is looping. I wonder what would happen if I pressed one of these buttons. Oh man. I had a feeling, but that was really funny. Hey, I'm back.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise. How I love elevator.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I got no issue with it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it.
Pirate.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
I wonder
Never.
what happens if you buy
It
a
was
pirated
unthinkable,
copy of this game.
wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I bet it's
Had he
different in
truly
some way,
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
0521. I'm just gonna write something down real quick. What if I press on?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Oops.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Oh God, I don't know.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I don't know where the big red button was.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. Paper. I could go to button heaven, but there's paper now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No hard feelings, right? That was there was something very entertaining, very Portal 1 ending about that. Buster, go lay down.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admiration.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
He's sick of me. He's sick of me. Man, I don't know what it was about that ending, but that was really entertaining to me. I've still got a smile on my face from all that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, what if I didn't, though? I don't know what other unique things I can do back here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's see. Let's play in this space so that we're...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's go vanilla again. It might just be the exact same ending, but let's see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is this different?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new
Is it
path
different?
before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm glad Stanley was happy. I'm gonna keep playing though. Meow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm gonna do it
Perhaps he
again.
had simply missed a memo.
Shouldn't take too long to get back there. I'm gonna see if it changes every time because I've only done that ending once before.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoops.
Here's the door, just go.
Bear with me here, people.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Sorry, narrator.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, here comes Gurr.
Was it over?
Not you, Gurr the robot, but my cat Gurr.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Or did he? I mean, since I'm here, I might as well fuck around and find out. I really like that effect, that camera brightening effect. It's in a lot of games, I just enjoy it. I feel like this would be about the amount of time before the narrator would go, he went through the door, now do it, etc. So, yeah, let's do it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I have another idea. Actually, it probably won't do anything, because he needs me here to... Yeah, okay, that's not gonna do anything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How else can I fuck around and find out? See, I don't know how many...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know how many endings are in this game. Like, I don't know how
This was not the correct way to the
malleable the
meeting room,
walls are.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
If the room had pizza, then yes. Man, I'm hungry. I said I might have to delay this stream.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I said I might have to delay this
It's
stream
possible
because I
that
wanted
this
to
is
go
why
make burgers.
everyone left.
And that was kind of a joke. I wanted to delay the stream in case my friend Robin wanted to join me. Hang on, I have a Discord message. But I did really want to make some veggie burgers today. I found a really simple recipe, like deceptively simple, so we'll see how it goes, but I want to go to the store and assemble the ingredients and see how it is. So yeah, I'll probably do that at some point.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Yeah.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I want to
here.
go in there.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
All right,
There's someone
go.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. Do not stand on this side of fence.
Now listen
Red and
carefully,
blue.
this is important.
Hey.
Stanley
Hold on.
walked through the red door.
Okay. No problem. You got it, Jack.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I got you.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, the red door. Hey, this one's blue, though.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Thank you.
You see? There's nothing here.
There's
I haven't even finished
nothing
building this
there.
section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Sorry.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
I love
Vehicles?
I love his
Skill
voice.
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I have the just diabolical urge to just like be an asshole. Should I everyone in chat, should I do 1 or 5? I feel like that's the only those are the only 2 options here. 1 or 5? 5. Okay.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Hey. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil is offline. Skid is offline. Nico Nacho's offline. Vola, Hogarth, all these people. more attractive than Stanley. This is you. Why not ask some friends for help? Friendless. Empty. Oh man. A dead rat is offline. This is your superior. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, let's do it. Woo.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Hell yeah.
Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah, I'll take a stab at it.
Let me boot it up.
Oh, whoa.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to...
Oh my god. I've seen clips of this from one Wayne Radio TV, the most Sisyphean Twitch streamer that there is known to man. I think his version had a dog in it, though.
Right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Aye, aye.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Strap in, everyone. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Has anyone made a remix of this? The baby burns if you let it. You don't fucking say! I think the baby just gets a 10. I need to do something here. How we doing? Have we been here for 4 hours yet? Someone check the uptime. And then subtract it from, how long... Never mind. You guys know what's fucked up? This baby is a convicted murderer. He has killed tens of thousands of human beings. I think that's messed up.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely... Despite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
What, like the beginner's
Let's
guide?
see. What do we have here?
Babies grow up and turn
Yes,
into gamers.
this seems like it'll work.
Inherently
Let's
evil
give it a
creatures.
shot.
It's true. I think I did the world a favor just then. Minecraft!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
No.
Well, I'll
Because
say
I can't
this. I'm
break
done making
blocks.
things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh, yeah?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Is that your
Let's
house?
see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
That's
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything.
You can't.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay, let's go. I can't believe we're just fucking playing Minecraft. Where's the mine? Let's go. Are there any creepers down here?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Mushroom. I cannot collect the mushrooms. This is a shame.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What are we gonna play now?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Okay. Portal? It is surprisingly hard to get stuff in this toilet. What happened? Not my business. It's not. It doesn't want it. Oh no. Oh, fuck. I was waiting for a portal because it's portal, but he just removed the wall. Oh man.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. your forte.
He did say he did not know what game this was, yeah.
Genius.
Genius.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Wait, no, I want to play
I really
Polo.
don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So...
Oh no! Any of your grand revolutionary ideas about the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let ball up inside you for all eternity. Okay. I was worried that I was going to miss that dialogue. I mean, I kind of did, technically. Filing cabinets. LOL, Pax. I don't know. I thought he was out of stuff to say. Oh! Falling. Whoa. Okay. Hang on, my dogs are upset. I think they want to go outside. Imagine if pausing was a real game mechanic for no fall damage. That's not what I was doing. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's see what all this is about. My cat is yelling. I don't know if you can hear him. It's fucking dark in here. It's very dark in here. Grr! Baby, what? What? My old man? What's wrong? What's wrong, old man? Do it. Eat your meal. He is a cutie. He does that sometimes at 3 a.m. God bless him. I'm lost. Oh, for God's sake, my dog wants to come back in. Hang on, 423, huh? I will be right back. Stupid dog. Okay, I have placated the animals with treats of all their wildest desires. Hopefully, they're good for now. 425, we're getting closer. 427. For now, yes. Yeah, I'll have to give them actual dinner sometime soon. I hope I didn't spoil them. Blue. Bada dee bada budai. Dabba tiba dabba die. I know the words. Is there anything I can do in that room? It seems like the dead end, but...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Am I gonna die? Okay, there we go. Hey, no hard feelings, right, narrator?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
Yeah.
It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
What?
This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
We should leave here. Goodbye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I guess there were no other secrets in that area, in that way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Nope.
and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, okay, yes, I've got it. Now, this story
Okay,
is
we're good.
absolutely, definitely
Sorry,
this way.
my stream stuttered badly for a second, and I was worried that it was all over.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
What is all this?
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
It's probably just gonna be the same run as before. I wonder what we.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What other secret
What could
things
it
we can
mean?
do within this run?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope.
When Stanley... Wait.
Right.
What? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story. I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Doorless.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Right, all this.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I just want to win.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure
I remember other aspects, but I am not sure if those are in this one or only the newer
line.
version. Yeah, because like that dog thing, like the dog thing I was talking about with the baby, like Wayne Radio TV had to save a puppy from dying at the same time as saving the baby from crawling into the fire. And that I think was definitely in the new version or the sequel or whatever that is. So yeah, it's hard to say.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What if I don't? Oh, okay. So.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. It has really crazy stories. This one does not. I do know that. I want to play solitaire. I cannot reach.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
What's this way?
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, Is the story of no destination still a story?
There is one.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. We already did that bit, so it's okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Leaves. I'm lost. This way.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I like how the subtitle had a trademark. Yeah, me too.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
I cannot describe it any other way other than it just having an attitude. It's just being a little shit. It's a line and it's being a little shit. It doesn't even, it does not affect us in any way. It's just like crawling around everywhere. I like the line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Why?
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Everybody get ready to be hit by a car
I guess
again.
now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind
We're
of
gonna get hit by a
story.
car.
Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination
Brace
or the
yourselves.
journey.
I can't
Though they're
remember
always
exactly
saying
what's-
that life is about the journey and
exactly
not
what
the
line it
destination.
happens on.
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
There it is. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I know this is, I guess it's not too short, stream. It's 3 hours long. Uh, but I am hungry. And I do want to do that burger thing I was talking about. I'm sure there's more secret stuff. What's this? There's one ending where Stanley stops responding. Maybe I can... Well, because we already did that once. We just waited in the first room. So I guess that... Is that the one you're talking about, or... Is it a different one? Make some burgers and mail it to me. Okay. No. Oh, is it something else? It's a different one. Okay, how do we get it? I'm cool with backseating in this case. What actions do I have to take to get the ending? I don't know. Google. To rescue. Fine, I'll go to Google. I don't know how to look this up. Stanley Parable. Not respond ending. I'm just getting a list of all endings from the game. I don't want to look at spoilers. Not Stanley ending. Is that what it's called? Okay. Shit. Okay. Enter shipping and receiving room and take cargo lift across. Enter the phone room and unplug the phone from the wall. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go and unplug the phone from the wall. Wait, I have a message on Discord. It's not important. Alright, let's do it.
even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I will.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Okay.
But eager to get back to
room.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Taking the cargo lift across.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Alright.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Oh.
Music comes in,
is
fade
that
to
what
white,
happens?
roll
Is it?
credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Free will.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Alright, let's watch.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Oh, shit.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Mic too low? Hang on, I'll raise my microphone. I was saying that Paxcal Wooden Bear and Lime's Pop look similar. They look like they're brothers. Huh. Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Let's do it.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Please,
but not to
I'm
worry.
begging.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Aye aye. I now understand what I have to do. I've been educated on choices and decision making. Oh, he put fences up.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
There's a key card here. I don't have a key card though. I mean, a key card reader, that is. But I don't have it. You get it.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
You got it, Jack. Spoiler, narrator is in an asylum and is actually
Now remember,
insane.
all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. Look what's happening.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I'm sorry.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge.
I'm sorry.
I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Trying to climb up
What's
on
the
these
answer?
chairs.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Wait,
I have to.
wait.
I
Wait,
have
sir.
to.
Wait, sir. Wait, you don't understand. Wait. Oh my.
Oh! I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Yeah, me too.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I just wanted burgers.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
What?
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
it up.
office.
I think, yeah, after this run, I'm gonna... Oh, it's green in here.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Wouldn't that be cool though if it accepted my microphone input?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I don't know how to talk. Night Shark 115. There's still that fucking painting of the
I'm
panda
sorry,
with
is
a
there
gun to its
problem?
head.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
511 crash.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Shit. Whoa. Whoa.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered
Whoa.
the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
Poor narrator.
It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, man. Oh my god. That was so sad. I need to raise the limit for redeeming messages. I mean, redeeming highlight my message. If you enjoyed this, I do recommend the deluxe version. It gets pretty intense as well. Yeah, I might have to go for it. Haha. There it is. Yeah, I might have to check out the deluxe version. Maybe I can play that one with Robin. Cuz before I started the stream, Robin was like, oh, I want to watch you play it, but I can't right now, and I felt bad. But yeah, maybe that's something we can do together. Wait for a sale or something? Yeah. I think this one, I think I got this for $15. The deluxe version. What's the deluxe version? It's like 25 bucks or something? I guess I can just look it up on Steam, but RN? Oh, right now it's $29.99. Oh, it's $24.99. It's one of those two numbers. Whoops, sorry. Oh, man. I meant $24.99. Okay. Alright, so 10 more bucks. Is there like a lot of extra stuff in that? Because I might have to check it out. I've had a lot of fun playing this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I whipped this up like literally right before I went live. I decided to draw this. But yeah, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for coming to this, my first stream in many months. There is a bunch of stuff, but not sure $24.99 is worth after buying the first one. Right, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll wait for a sale then. Maybe it'll go on sale during this big Steam summer sale or what have you. Yeah, I'll have to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, thanks for coming, all. I appreciate it. Spring break coming up. Oh, is there a big sale during spring break? I mean, not necessarily, not that necessitates, whoops, this going on sale, but you get what I mean. It's the chance. Yeah, thanks for coming. It was fun to have some company playing this very interesting and very silly game. I'm gonna go feed my animals now, and then go pick up items to make funny burgers. Goodbye, and good luck.